This video is brought to you by the Fire Army World Order, slowly taking over the world one step at a time. Dab on the haters. Well, hopefully you like that stupid intro I just did. Anyways, hello guys, the Fire Brothers here. Welcome to another Transformers Explain. And because of popular demand, and subscribers don't want me to move to something else that's more interesting than the movies, why doesn't Optimus Prime just revive the Autobots? I'm pretty sure you and I had that question at least once in our lifetime. Like, Optimus, you got the Matrix. Can you revive Jazz? Hey dude, that old guy who just gave his life for you, why don't you just revive him? Oh, Wheeljack, that was so sad. Prime, do you have a Matrix you could, no? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, he was my favorite weirdo. What? Hey, Ratchet was your BFF. Why can't you just revive him? No, okay. Oh, Sentinel Prime. No one likes that guy. Really, Optimus? You revive him by not Ironhide? What the heck's wrong with you? Alright, so yeah, now that I made my point clear, why doesn't Optimus just do it? Now, there's a variety of reasons, but first, I need to explain what war is. Now, you guys are probably rolling your eyes and saying, I know what war is. You know, action figures, guns here and there, explosions, mayhem? Is that a word? Mayhem? Yes, mayhem. Before looking at Transformers warfare, let's look at real human warfare. Now, when it comes to humans fighting on wars, it's a pretty violent place. They're shouting everywhere. Most of the time, your squad is uncoordinated. Especially, you know, when you're going into the front lines, like, you know, meeting an army face to face. You see a lot of your friends die, who you form, you know, close relationships with. And most of the time, even if you do survive the war, once you go back home and everything goes back to being normal, a lot of troops, you know, suffer PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, meaning that like small things could trigger you. For example, you hear fireworks, you might think it's like gunfire because, you know, you've been traumatized by what happened in the battlefield. And now, why am I talking about this? Well, Transformers in the movies, you know, they have gradually become more human-ish in a way. I mean, look at Mixmaster. He's so far apart from being from looking like a human. Look at Nitro Zeus or Mohawk or Crossers. They look a whole lot more humanoid than Mixmaster. And this is something I've been noticing. The Transformers have been gradually becoming a bit more human, from actually having more humanoid bodies, both Autobots and Decepticons, you know, having traits that are similar to humans, like noses, accents, that kind of stuff. I'm not saying that Autobots and Decepticons are becoming human, but I'm just doing this as an example to show you that Transformers are not that much different from humans, in the movies at least. I mean, sure, they're mechanical and can transform, but for the most part, they do have feelings, they do feel sad, they can feel pain, they can be killed, they do have souls. Now, the reason why I'm using all these examples is because this is kind of hard to explain, but imagine this. Imagine, let's say that Optimus is just some random human. I mean, a general. Let's just say he's a general. And then his friend, who's a doctor, a combat medic, we're gonna call him Ratchet, goes into the battlefield, and there, like, he spends years fighting, seeing his friends die, seeing, you know, the people who he was supposed to protect kill him. What would you do? What's the moral thing to do? Would you revive him just to keep him fighting and probably to die again? Or would you just, you know, give him a burial and, you know, lay him to rest? And this is kind of a more moral question than it's an, you know, in-universe question. Now, Optimus Prime has morals. Well, at least in the first to second movie, he kinda does. After that, he just goes kill and stuff. But yeah, Optimus has the chance to revive so many Autobots. Even in the comics, Optimus' sorta girlfriend gets killed, and he doesn't revive her in the next comic with the Matrix. This happened before he revived Sentinel Prime in the comics. So from a moral standpoint, reviving the dead to make them fight for you all over again, it's immoral, and I think it's something that Optimus will not do. Optimus believes that everyone, you know, has freedom and everyone has the right to choose. Now, if someone dies, do they have the choice to be revived? Can a dead person tell you, hey, I'm dead, but can you revive me? No, they can't. Now, you're probably gonna say that, oh yeah, but Sam revived Optimus in Revenge of the Fallen. And yes, that is an exception, but the reason why they revived Optimus in the second movie was because, aside from being a very contrived storytelling reason, it was because, well, they needed Optimus to save the world. The world was at stake. They needed him. He was like the only one who could beat the Fallen. Without him, there will be no world. And also, Optimus is the only one who can use the metrics of leadership. Optimus and Sentinel, apparently, and the Fallen and Sam are the only ones that can use it. So, it wasn't Optimus' choice to be revived, it was Sam's choice because, you know, he knew that, you know, it's the end of the world, we need you, can you save us? But now, Optimus is the current owner of the Matrix. Now, he revived Sentinel. Well, Sentinel Prime, let me clarify, he wasn't really dead. Like, he got, like Ratchet said, his vitals were extremely low. All that Optimus did was basically give him some more energy so he can, you know, reawaken. But he wasn't like really dead, like his spark wasn't extinguished yet. So, it's Optimus' choice to, you know, revive the Autobots. Now, for Jazz, you could probably say that, you know, he was buried at the bottom of the deepest sea, along with Megatron and the others. So, you know, reaching him will be kind of hard. But as for RC, Jolt, Jetfire, there is no excuse. You could easily revive them. And the Autobots are lacking soldiers. So, from a military standpoint, having more Autobots, having more weapons is what you need. So, reviving them from a military standpoint makes sense. But 3 movies in, after the Matrix got introduced, and suddenly we see no Autobots being revived. So which leads us to the moral question. Optimus is not doing it because it's immoral to bring back the dead. Now, is it immoral? Personally, I think it kinda is, because imagine you dying, and then someone else brings you back to do their bidding and basically die again. For, you know, was it your choice to be revived? No! A dead person cannot make a choice, and since Optimus is pro-choice, he doesn't want to make the choice for, you know, for them, because they're already dead. It's like Superman from Injustice. He says, you know, you will either make the right choice or I will make it for you. That's a dictator. Optimus gives you a choice, and a dead person cannot, you know, make a choice. And it's immoral. But that's the main jazz as to why Optimus doesn't revive any of the Autobots that have died so far. Not only that, but some of the Autobots, even if they do get revived, they have no bodies to go back to. I mean, Ironhide, for all we know, is just a head at this point, what remains of him. Ratchet doesn't have his spark, so he will probably come back as a zombie. Jazz is at the bottom of the deepest sea, so reaching him is probably, you know, impossible unless Sea Spray is there. Which in that case, I'm guessing Sea Spray will probably be useful for once. But as for other Autobots like Elita 1, RC, Jolt, Jetfire, who, you know, well, probably not Jetfire, whose parts are around, you know, buried somewhere, they could totally be revived. I do know that this hasn't been specifically stated by, you know, those who work on the production or stated in the movies, but I find this to be like the most plausible answer, because, you know, they didn't, it's like, you know, Megatron, they didn't tell us outright how Megatron came back, but they gave us some clues so we can put the pieces back together. We can also call that, you know, lazy storytelling, but, you know, whatever, it's something. But yeah, guys, are you guys satisfied with this answer? Do you guys wish Optimus would just revive them? How will you feel if you died and will be forced to fight all over again? Like always, you know, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. And remember, tap on that.